Hey there, let's see if this smoke machine can fill up the entire room while I set up my lights. And of course, because I wanna use smoke, the black backdrop is already in place. And for my main light, I'm gonna use this Fieldwork bicolor light. It's gonna sit up there on top of the light stand, and for now, I'm using a standard reflector. Finally, there's a bit of smoke, but we'll need a lot more than that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna set up these two RGB strips. Let's add a bit more smoke to the room, and if I turn off my filming lights, this is pretty much what we're working with today. And now that everything is set up, let's learn from my mistakes. Placing the fill light behind of the camera in this type of situation is not beneficial. You can see a lot of details and it's not a silhouette anymore. Instead, it's much better to place them behind of the subject, lower on the ground, but with a lot less power than you see right now. A second mistake was placing the light a bit too high. I'd rather have the light directly behind of my head, pointing straight towards the camera to get this nice raise. And as a final tip, I would strongly encourage you to place the camera a bit lower and play around with wider focal lengths. For example, here I was playing around with a 35mm lens, and this enabled me to look a lot bigger on screen and have a nicer presence in the shot. And for those 3 people that are still watching, here are some of my final edits. I like to play around with warmer colors in this type of shots, but of course, cold ones look great as well. And by the way, I'm adding these white borders directly in Lightroom, but if you wanna know how, I have an entire article on my website.